All right, come onto your backs, please. Allow yourself these first few moments to feel supported, whether in Shavasana, Supta Baddha Konasana with the soles of your feet together, or with feet planted, knees towards the sky. Allow yourself to arrive on the mat. Allow yourself to put the world on pause for the next few minutes and start to experience the sensation of your breath wherever it is you most naturally experience it. Our theme for this week comes from the first of the Yamas of the Yoga Sutras. AHIMSA, which is often translated as do no harm, but the full sutra says that when you are in that state of doing no harm, that you are, that no harm can be done in your presence. Just welcoming some folks on Zoom. Hi, Connie. Hi, Louisa. Oh, sorry, I think I was muted. That's my fault. Everybody's on. Great. Welcome. Those of you on Zoom, just come onto your backs. Find the support of the floor beneath you. I was just saying that our theme for this class is centered around the yogic principle of nonviolence, which states that when we are in a state of doing no harm, that no harm can be done in our presence. That people, when they come in contact with us, will be unable to behave badly, for lack of a better word. Start to find a bit more life in your breath. A bit more energy as you feel the expansion of your ribs, not just in the chest space, but also in the mat. And if they're not already, plant your feet flat on the floor, knees point towards the ceiling. And start to energize through the soles of the feet, lifting the four corners of the feet lifting the toes to experience the four corners of the feet. Start to press down and slowly curl your spine up into a bridge shape. This morning's flow will not be very intense. Instead, just start to link your movement and your breath. Once you've arrived at the top of your bridge, slowly unfurl your spine back onto the mat, one vertebra at a time. And start linking this with your breath. So on your inhales, you curl up one vertebra at a time. On your exhales, you lower down. Don't worry about your pace. Just take a couple of rounds like that on your own. And then the next time you arrive on your back with your low back down, gather your knees in towards your chest. Make little circles, stirring your knees one way and the other. And then hugging your knees into your chest, bring your forehead to tap your knees. and find a breath expanding into those middle ribs. Really breathe into that back space. Inhale. And as you exhale, keep the right knee close, but send the left leg long. So the left heel comes to rest on the mat and the head and shoulders lower down. And then draw that right shin across your body, coming into an easy supine twist. Doesn't have to go all the way to the floor, but see what you can do about keeping both shoulder blades anchored. Heart points to the sky. One big round of breath here, expansive inhale, and a deep exhale. And then coming back into the center, bend the left knee and cross the right ankle at the left knee, setting up for a supine pigeon. Actively flexing through both feet, you can keep the left foot on the floor, or you can thread the needle, interlacing fingers behind left thigh or around left shin. Wherever you are, use that right elbow to guide the right thigh outwards. And see if you can find some experience of your breath in the right hip. So really breathe into that space. Inhaling. As you exhale, let all of that go. Plant your feet flat on the floor and give your legs a little windshield wiper. We'll do the other side. So start by bringing both knees in. Lift your forehead to tap the knees if that feels comfortable to you. Inhale into the back space. As you exhale, send the right leg long. Keep the left knee close. Right heel is on the floor, head and shoulders on the floor. And then just gently guide your left shin across your body. With that left arm, you can either cactus it or take it to a T shape, whatever feels good. Feel both shoulder blades anchored on the mat, heart pointing to the ceiling. Inhale and exhale. And then coming back into the center, bend the right knee in half, cross the left ankle at the right knee. And if you'd like, you can keep the right foot on the floor. You can thread the needle. The idea here is to slowly wake up those hips and to also just notice what's going on today, which may be different from what was going on yesterday and is different from what will be going on tomorrow. Inhale here. Exhale, release all of that. Plant the feet, little windshield wiper of the legs. And then hugging the knees in one more time. Tap the forehead to the knees. Breathe into the back. And then crossing the shins, rock yourself to all fours. Setting up for cat and cow. Take your time. Wrist creases are parallel to the front edges of the mat. And just check out those elbows. Wrap them under. And inhales, pull the heart forward. Lift the tailbone. Exhale, separate the shoulder blades. Tuck the chin. Tuck the tailbone. Inhale to your cow shape. Exhale to your scary cat. Good. And if there's some other movement here that's calling out to you, of course, you can wag your tail a bit. You can turn your hands over so the backs of the hands are on the mat. I think that feels really good on the wrists for me personally. And just breathe. Plant your hands facing the right direction, your 10 fingers spread wide, and once again, check out those wrist creases, check out the elbows, so that if you were to bend the elbows, they would travel back in space, parallel to the mat, rather than splaying out. Then reach your right arm forward like you're going to shake someone's hand. Soften through the tops of the shoulders and lengthen through the side body. And then float the left heel in line with the hips. Left pinky toe points down to the floor. Inhale here. As you exhale, bring that knee to the elbow like your cat shape. Inhale, lengthen, find the sensation of cow. Exhale, knee to elbow. Just once more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, set all of that down. Reestablish even weight in both hands and knees. And then float the left arm forward like you're going to shake someone's hand. Float the right heel back. Really lengthen as much as you can from pinky finger to pinky toe. Inhale. Exhale, scoop out the belly, knee to elbow. Twice more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Crunch in, curl in. Inhale, lengthen. Last one. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen, and this time set everything down. Step back. Float the knees. Downward facing dog. Our first down dog, maybe for you, definitely for me, first down dog of the morning. So whatever you need to do here, pedal out the heels, shake the head yes and no. Maybe bend the knees quite a lot, lift the heels, pull the heart back towards the thighs. Then check out what's happening in your shoulders. Are they engaged and pushing up, or are they just lengthened? Are they soft? And then maybe the heels start to yearn for the mat. They certainly don't have to touch it. On your next inhale, unfurl your spine. Come to a plank position. And then just exhale, float up and back, down dog. Getting a little warmer in those shoulders. Inhale, unfurl, come to your plank. Exhale, downward facing. Once more, yoga likes threes. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. This time, bend your knees quite a lot. Walk your feet forward to meet your hands. Coming to a forward fold here. Maybe a little ragdoll moment. You can hold opposite elbows. Rock your hips left and right if that feels good. And then release the elbows if you have them. Press down through the four corners of the feet. Roll yourself up to stand. Take a moment, gather the feet to touch if that's comfortable for you, or you can keep them hip width apart. Hands come to prayer. Close your eyes. Take a moment here to set an intention for your practice, a short positive statement for how you'd like to approach your time on the mat today, or maybe for how you'd like to approach your time off the mat today. And also offer your practice to someone who's not here with us in the studio or on the Zoom. One expansive round of breath together. Inhale through the nose, fill the lungs. Exhale through an open mouth. Inhale, sweep your hands overhead. Let's hang out here for just a second in this upward salute. Hands can come to touch or not, but really find your anchor down through the pinky edges of the feet in particular, a little lift through the low ribs, and then see if the arms can travel back one more inch. Soft in the top of the shoulders. Maybe your head follows your arms as they travel back. Maybe not. Inhale, look up. And exhale, swan dive, bow forward. Inhale, find a flat back. Exhale, bow. And we're not going to move on just yet. Press down through the feet, reverse your swan dive, float back up. And then exhale, pull your prayer into heart center. We're just going to do that a couple of times, getting started nice and easy. Inhale, sweep the hands overhead, look up. Exhale, bow. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. As you inhale, root to rise, float back up. As you exhale, pull your prayer into heart center, just really getting used to linking breath and movement. Inhale, sweep the hands overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, bow, release. Press down through the feet to lift up as you inhale. Mountain pose as you exhale. We'll add on now. Slowly building up a sun A. As you inhale, sweep your hands overhead. As you exhale, swan dive, bow forward. Inhale, flat back, look forward. And for this first round, as you exhale, just step back into a high plank. Find your plank. We haven't actually been here very much today. So activate through the thighs, feel them hugging the femurs, and then pull your heart forward. See if you can press the floor away, finding a little bit of influence from your cat shape. Look forward as you inhale, and as you exhale, lower your knees to the mat. They will land south of your hips, and then lower the chest and the chin. So 3 points of contact, elbows point straight to the sky, butt points up, and then release the belly down, pull the chest forward, baby cobra. Find the tops of the feet anchored down, elbows pulling back, but soften those shoulders, lengthen the neck. Maybe let your cobra snake a little left and right. And then tuck the toes, send the hips to the heels for a brief child's pose. Knees are nice and wide. Big toes gather to touch. Couple of breaths here just to return to the sensation of the breath without concern for movement. What does it feel like to be this supported? What does it feel like to invite kindness towards your body? On your next inhale, come back to all fours. Tuck the toes, float back, downward facing dog. 3 rounds of breath here. Inhaling. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Soften your knees, look forward, and walk your feet to meet your hands. As you inhale, find a flat back, gaze forward. As you exhale, fold more deeply and stay here for just a moment. Find a gentle lift through the kneecaps. See if that helps you release the spine. And then press down to lift up. Upward salute. Pull your prayer to heart center as you exhale. Come back to your breath and back to your intention. We'll flow that a little more quickly, sort of 1 breath per movement. Inhale, sweep your hands overhead. As you exhale, swan dive, fold forward. Inhale, find a flat back. As you exhale, step back to your plank position. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, lower knees, chest and chin. Inhale, pull your heart through to your cobra shape. Exhale, roll over your toes, downward facing dog. If you prefer child's pose, you can always take that 3 breaths. Inhaling. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward as you exhale, step, or you can float to the top of your mat. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale, bow. Inhale, root to rise, hands meet overhead. Exhale, mountain pose. We'll do 1 more exactly like that. If you'd like to take a more progressed version, like a chaturanga instead of knees, chest, chin, you're more than welcome to. Inhale, sweep your hands overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back, prepare. As you exhale, step, float, or hop back to your chaturanga half push-up. Inhale, roll over your toes, upward facing, or cobra, of course. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhaling. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. As you inhale, bend your knees, look forward. As you exhale, step, float, or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale, bow. Inhale, root to rise, hands meet overhead. Exhale, mountain pose. Back to your breath, back to your intention. We're going to add on to that just a little bit for 1 round that maybe is a little more athletic. Maybe that's for you. Maybe it's not. That's okay. Either way. Find your feet. Feel the connection of your pinky edges in particular to the mat. As you inhale, sweep your hands overhead. As you exhale, bow. Inhale, flat back, prepare. Exhale, step, float, or hop back to your half push-up or your knees, chest, and chin. Make your way to down dog through whatever sequence serves you best. We start by practicing no harm, no violence towards ourselves so that we can extend it beyond. As you inhale, float the right heel high to sky. If you'd like, you can bend the knee and stack the hips. Notice here if all of your weight suddenly shifted into the left. See if you can square the heart to the mat. Maybe you make little circles in your ankle, your hip, your knee. Coming back into stillness, re-square that right foot, pointing straight down, lengthening the right leg. Inhale. As you exhale, step the foot between the hands, find your runner's lunge, and then rise up to a warrior one shape. So our first warrior one together today, find the four corners of the feet pushing the floor forward and away. Find the pinky edge of the back foot, helping to square the hips with all that energy. And then soften again through the tops of the shoulders. Maybe the arms travel back. Maybe the hands come to prayer. Your choice. Inhale. As you exhale, let's find a warrior two. Arms open wide, shoulders stacked over hips. That right knee is going to want to cave in, so let it guide out over the big toes, or the middle toe rather. Inhale here. Exhale. Flip your right palm and reach forward, up and back. Paint the sky. Peaceful warrior. One of my favorite names of any shape. Feel that opening through the right ribs as you inhale. As you exhale, we'll come to an extended side angle pose. So the right elbow can come to the right knee, or you can take it to the pinky edge of the right foot. Some of you might even have a bind. You're welcome to play with that stuff if you'd like, or not. Wrap the right hip under, lean back into the shape. Head leans back, left shoulder leans back. Inhale. As you exhale, bring that left hand down to frame the foot. Step back. You can take a little flow, your chaturanga and up dog and down dog, or you can skip it. We'll meet in down dog either way. Returning to this shape, be curious if your right side feels different from your left. It's okay if it doesn't. It's okay if it does. Just notice what's going on. And then we'll do the other side. Inhale, lifts the left heel high to sky. If you'd like, bend the knee and stack the hips. Make your circles one way and the other. And then re-square the left leg, left pinky toe point straight down. Inhale. Exhale, float the foot between the hands. Find your runner's lunge first, and then rise up, warrior one. Four corners of the front foot push the floor forward and away. Pinky edge of the back foot pushes the floor back and away, helping to square the hips. Look up as you inhale. Warrior two as you exhale. Take a breath or two here in your warrior two. Check out what that front knee is doing. Then you flip the left palm, reach forward, and then sweep up and back. Peaceful warrior. Find all that good space between your left ribs. Breathe into it. Inhale. Exhale, extended side angle pose. Whatever expression of this shape serves you, you're trying to make one long line from the right hand to the right foot. Maybe look up. Inhale. Exhale, right hand comes down, step back, take your flow or skip what needs skipping. We'll meet in a down dog. Inhaling. Exhale, two. Inhale. Exhale, three. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step, float, or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, bow. Inhale, root to rise, hands meet overhead. Exhale, mountain pose. Good. What I can see on the screens, y'all look great. Thank you. And in the studio, y'all look great, of course. Find your feet. Find your breath. Remind yourself of your intention. We'll do that sequence once more, with a little bit more pace, build a little more heat, and then we'll wind down. Inhale, sweep your hands overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back, prepare. Exhale, step, float, hop back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take your time. Inhale, lifts the right heel. Exhale, float the foot between the hands. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, peaceful warrior up and back. Exhale, extended side angle pose. Inhale, look up. Exhale, take your flow or skip it. We meet in down dog either way. Once you've arrived in your downward facing, lift the left heel high as you inhale. Float it forward as you exhale. Rise up on your inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Left hand sweeps up and back. Exhale, extended side angle pose. Inhale, look up under that right arm. Exhale, hands come to mat. Take your flow. We'll meet in down dog for the last time of this class together. Breathe. And then roll forward to your plank and lower slowly to the mat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turning over onto your back. Plant the feet so that knees point towards the ceiling. We're going to end a lot how we started today, kind of bookending with a similar flow. So gather your heels in nice and close so your fingertips are able to brush them. Find the four corners of the feet. Plant down through those four corners to roll up into your bridge shape. We'll stay here a little longer though. If you'd like, you can interlace the fingers underneath you, gather the shoulder blades together. If you're really feeling a deeper back bend calling out, you're more than welcome to find a wheel pose, but I won't be doing it today. Allow the support of the mat to come back. It was there the whole time. Allow your breath to soften, your jaw. One more breath, inhaling and exhaling. And releasing fingers if they're interlaced, lower yourself down, one vertebra at a time. We'll counter that with just a little bit of core stuff. So stack the knees over the hips. Shins are in tabletop, parallel to the mat. Then reach your fingertips forward towards the front of your mat and lift your shoulder blades and head off the mat. So in a bit of a crunch here. Feel that connection of the low back. Bring the right knee in, send the left leg long, but this time keep the shoulder blades lifted. Gather the knee towards the heart. Inhale. As you exhale, change legs. So bring your left knee in, send your right leg long. Make your feet active, pointed or flexed. Inhale. Exhale, switch. Inhale. Exhale, switch. Twice more. Inhale. Exhale, switch. Keep those shoulder blades lifted. Inhale. Exhale, switch. Once more. Inhale. Exhale, switch. Right knee is in. Inhale. Exhale, switch, and then hug both knees in. Make your little circles on your back one way and the other. This time, keep the right knee close, but let the left heel come to the floor, way out in front of you, and guide that right shin into a twist. Once again, heart is squared towards the ceiling, both shoulder blades yearning for the mat. Feel the support rising to meet you, and allow yourself to give into it. Go ahead and start bringing the right knee in, setting up for a supine pigeon. Bend the left knee, Cross the right ankle over the left thigh or knee. And then you can stay here, or just like before, thread the needle, interlacing fingers behind left hamstring or left shin, using that right elbow to guide the hip space out. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale, release all of that. Plant the feet, little windshield wiper. We'll do the other side. Gather both knees in, and then just keep the left leg, but send the right leg long. Right heel comes to the mat, and take your twist in your own time. There's no particular hurry. Notice if these feel different than they did 40 minutes ago. Maybe they do, maybe not. What can you soften? What can you release? What kindness can you do to your body? One more round of breath, inhaling and exhaling. Bring that left knee back in. Bend the right leg. Cross the left ankle at the right knee. And any variation that feels right. You're not even obligated to do what you did on the other side. If it feels different, let it feel different. One of the greatest acts of nonviolence we can find is respect for and connection to what's really going on for ourselves, which is really hard to do sometimes. When the ego tells us we're supposed to twist up like a pretzel or whatever. And let all of that go. One last little windshield wiper of the legs. We're going to end with just an easy, not even a full inversion, not even a full shoulder stand. Take the arms long beside you, plant down through your hands, and just take the legs to 90 degrees. Soles of the feet pointing towards the ceiling. Anchor down in the low back. If you're really dying to do a shoulder stand, you may, but we don't have much time, so I think it's nice just to take a second to reverse the blood flow, to open our eyes and see this different perspective, and to be, again, nice and gentle with our bodies this morning. One more inhale. As you exhale, start to bend the knees, bring them into your armpits, coming for a happy baby shape to conclude our time. So start to guide the knees towards the armpits. Then maybe you thread the arms inside the thighs, holding the ankles or the pinky edges of the feet, or finding peace fingers around big toes. And then use the energy of the arms, pull those hips into their sockets. Maybe rock your baby a bit if that feels good. And then let go of that. Give the knees one last little hug. Maybe forehead taps the knees for the last time. Find your Shavasana, or whatever rest feels good to you. You're not going to be here for all that long. So what does it mean to really return to the support of the floor, to re-experience your breath in the mat, and then to let go of all of that work? We move, of course, so that we can be still. If you find that your mind has wandered off, that's okay. Come back to the sensations of the floor, of the mat. And then allow yourself to release that. Start to find a little bit of life in your fingers and your toes. Come back to that awareness of the mat, of your body on the mat. With as little effort as possible, keeping your eyes closed if it's comfortable, start to walk your feet in one at a time, feeling each footprint, no hurry. Holding central that feeling, that sensation of rest. Press through either foot to gently roll onto your favorite side. And take a moment to acknowledge all that is holding you up. You have a community here. You have a community off the mat. And you have a literal physical structure right now supporting you, sheltering you. And with as little effort as possible, keeping your eyes closed if it's comfortable, make your way to any seat that feels good on your body. We'll seal this portion of our practice before we move into the meditation time with one Om. You, of course, don't have to do any of this. You can choose if you prefer to focus on an extended exhale, but I like it not just because it has a deeper significance, but because it helps us end as a community. Even on Zoom, even muted, we vibrate together. Gathering your hands into prayer at heart center. An expansive inhale and a deep exhale. Inhaling for Om. Taking your thumbs to your forehead, bowing your chin towards your chest. The light that is in me bows to and honors the light that is in each and every one of you. When I am in that space in me and you are in that space in you, we are one. Namaste. If you enjoyed this, please be sure to like, share, and follow dailyflow.yoga.